Hello everyone. Let us start today's session. Today's session is all about industrial relations. So myself, Dr. Rakhi, Assistant Professor from Department of Management, Christu Jayanti College. Today I'll be handling the session on industrial relations. So today we'll be going to talk about the basic concepts of industrial relations, the main aspects of industrial relations, and also about the importance of industrial relations. So without further delay, we will start the topic. So, to talk about the concept of industrial relations, it is all about the relationship between employers, employees, and the government in the workplace or industry. And it focuses on how these groups interact, negotiate, and resolve the conflicts to ensure a smooth working environment. So, moving on to the key aspects of industrial relations. So, let us see what are the key aspects of industrial relations. So, who all are involved in this and what happens in the industrial relations. Okay, so first and the most important aspect of industrial relation is the employer and employee relationship. So, as you all know, it is very important to have a very good relationship between employees and employers. So, it is the basic meaning of industrial relations, that is to have a good relationship between employers and employees. So the way business treat how they treat their employees and how they respond back to the business or the management is basically about the industrial relationship. Okay, next is regarding the labor unions. So next important aspect of industrial relation is having labor unions. So as you all know, you might have heard about what is labor unions. So they are basically called as trade unions as well. And what these groups do, or what are these groups? These groups are nothing but it is a group of employees who have associated voluntarily in order to negotiate regarding their wages, working conditions, and job security to the management. So they have to put forward their rights, they have to negotiate regarding their wages, working conditions, and job security. So basically, the employees of the organization they will voluntarily form a group in order to do the collective bargaining and in order to make sure that they get their rights. So that is basically what labor unions does. And here when talking about labor unions, you have to think about a concept called collective bargaining. So collective bargaining is nothing but where a group of people collectively go and bargain for their rights to the employers. Okay, that is collective bargaining. So for collective bargaining, we are forming the labor unions or trade unions, as the individual bargaining will not be possible and it will not be satisfied. Okay, now, moving on to the next key aspect, that is the government's role. So, government's role here is to regulate the laws and policies which relates to the employment conditions and to protect the workers' rights. So, our government has formulated a lot of rules and regulations regarding the protection of workers' rights. So, they have to take care about those rules and regulations in a better way. And next is regarding the conflict resolution. So basically, in industrial relations, the conflict resolution happens in the form of collective bargaining and negotiation, and also taking a resolution for their matters what have been discussed in during the collective bargaining. Okay, so the conflict resolution basically means the negotiation, mediation, or arbitration to settle the disputes or issues which happen between the employers and employees. So these are the key aspects of industrial relations. Now, moving on to the next topic, that is importance of industrial relations. So you know why industrial relation is so much important nowadays. So lot of issues and disputes are happening in the industry between employees and employers, like related to wages, related to their working hours, related to their working conditions, etc. So let us see what makes it so important to take care about the relationship between employees and employers. So first one, it ensures workplace harmony, where the employers and employers are having a good relationship. So obviously it brings a harmony in the workplace. Next is increases productivity. So satisfied workers, obviously they will have a increased productivity at workplace. Next is reduces industrial disputes. So there is no particular issue between employees and employers. So it basically mean that there are no disputes in the industry. And next is it improves employee satisfaction. So no issues, no problems between the workers and the employers. So it basically leads to satisfaction of employees. Next is strengthens economic growth. So all the employees are happy in the workplace, they are committed towards the workplace, and they are giving more productivity and efficiency, they are showing more efficiency. So it basically strengthens the economic growth of the organization. So as the productivity increases, the company will grow more economically. Then next is encourages effective communication. So as the relationship is very cordial between employees and employers, so it there happens to have a good and effective communication channel. Next is supports legal compliance. So those type of organization which follows a better industrial relationship, they also support the legal compliance. So whatever rules and regulations are laid down by the government, they will follow it in a good manner, and which also help them to work smoothly in the society. Okay. So that's all about today's topic, and we'll meet in the next session. Thank you.